You can tell him to ready. No.
Someone read it up earlier already.
Really?
Oh no, Mike's done. It said seconds to say I it in, and someone read it up instantly. Now we're good.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to Tier 2, Round 13. You're joined by me, SSR Arrow, and Ollie in the commentary booth. And we're here in Belgium for our sprint weekend, which is going to be an exciting watch. We have 11 drivers on the grid and they've readied up early.
I did.
Which, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, especially in qualifying, because it doesn't even let you find out who readied up early.
I mean,
But
should have their setups done by now. I'm pretty sure. So I
yeah,
think.
hopefully they do have their setups all done. Hopefully there's no early ready ups for the sprint or the feature as well,
That's fingers crossed.
which is two more occasions where they can actually ready up early.
Alright, and then we go. It's hard to follow along in one shot. Never know
Yeah,
who
I'm
to
just gonna
watch.
I'm gonna just pick Centrix to go on board with, who is actually at the back, surprisingly.
I'm thinking,
Oh, we're getting some lag on live stream. Oh, and Centrix is invalid. We'll move up to Naka Kraka, who could put it on pole currently. Naka Kraka leading us away. There's also Freddy and Dobo
Dobbo or
battling.
Dobo?
I think it's Dobo. Let us know if we're saying it wrong. But we're here for one-shot quali, followed by 8 laps of the sprint and 22 laps of the feature. So stick around for that if you do want to see that. Dobo P1 currently in the Alpine, Naka Kraka in the Haas. Sits P2. Who is in the lead? It's still Dobo in the Alpine. Leads us away. Can Dobo put it on pole? Oh, that was horrific desync. Oh my lord, that was horrific desync. But Dobo's going to cross the line and gets pole by half a second.
Nice.
Amazing lap there from Dobo. And Dobo has put it on pole here. Followed by Naka Kraka in P2. Naka Kraka's best qualifying here in Tier 2. Followed by Freddy, I believe.
Did we get new Tomatic?
Was he not in?
Oh no, he is. He got disqualified. Never mind.
I did say to him beforehand, do not invalidate, and you know, it's harder than it looks.
He did. Sad.
He may have slightly invalidated, but anyway, hopefully Pneumatic still has an opportunity to have a good race here. But we've a grid currently of 11. There's a couple late joiners potentially. We'll keep an eye out. Does anyone else join us late on? But there is your top 11 here. Dobo on pole with a half a second lead.
Isn't it for the sprint? It's only the top 10.
Yeah, it's the top 10 get points. So
only
if
one of them.
If
is
there's
not
one
gonna get points.
retirement, then they do not get points. But everyone else should hopefully.
2014 ushered in a new set of regulations that saw us enter the turbo hybrid era of F1 car development. The biggest change being the engines, which were changed from 2.4 litre V8 engines to 1.6 litre turbocharged V6 power units.
And we're gonna have the sprint starting soon. Hopefully no one readies up early, but you can't guarantee that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't promise anything now. Tier 2. Readying up early. To any of the tier 2 guys. It's just become a theme now.
Yep. But anyway, there is a couple of people missing. There is the rugby going on and the boxing, so understandable. I literally have both of them up, but they're just muted.
Oh, we're going.
We're going. Someone has readied up early.
Oh,
5 lights
all right.
on, and they're out. And Dobo's gonna be leading us
Oh,
away. Can
we
Dobo
are.
get a good start? It's a good start for Dobo. Oh, there's an Aston Martin in the wall of Eric.
Oh, no.
Immediately. And Freddie now side by side with Dobo as the Aston Martin of Eric absolutely smashed the wall. As they go up a rouge onto Radion. Freddie now right up behind
Oh,
Dobo.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu looking for a way through. Freddie on the inside of Dobo. And Naka Kraka also on the inside. And there's a 4-way battle for the lead. Oh, when Naka Kraka a bit of contact with the wheel of Cthulhu. Naka Kraka goes wide. Naka Kraka goes wide onto the grass. And RAF now looking to send it on the inside of Naka Kraka. RAF on the inside, can they get the move? And that's a good move from RAF into P5. Cthulhu now looking on the back of Dobo as Dobo starting to fall back from Freddy. Cthulhu going off. May have got a warning there, but not much else. Cthulhu now looking for way through on Dobo as Centrix has got by Scotland.
Oh,
and Freddy!
Freddy!
Freddy's had
no.
He's had an error and he's dropped back. Freddy was leading.
Oh,
Had a Oh no, RAF's gone. RAF has spun. And Eric's gone off as well here. Eric's had a big lock up into the gravel. But Dobo's going to lead us away. Spared Fungus now up into P3. He's appeared from nowhere. Spared Fungus up many positions here. Centrix now looking past Naka Kraka, who had a very wonderful pass time here. Dobo sets the fastest lap. Pneumatic in for potential damage. Naka Kraka now looking in the back of Centrix. As Centrix looking to make ground on the cars ahead. But if this game works like real life, the DRS will be active this lap, but EA aren't smart enough to add that as a feature. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait until lap 3 for DRS. But Cthulhu, almost even without DRS, got past. Dobo sets a purple first. He's right up behind Dobo, but not close enough. And there's no room there to make a move. Dobo and Cthulhu. Oh, and what a sand from Spared Fungus! Absolute sand from the AlphaTauri into P2. Spared Fungus is having a lightning race here in the sprint. What an absolute sand down the hill. Meanwhile, Wade thrown now right up behind Nakakraka. Nakakraka struggling in this sprint so far. Oh, and round the outside goes Wade thrown. Nakakraka side by side here. Can they keep it together? Both of them keeping the room, leaving the respect. And Wade thrown's going to get through. Nakakraka goes wide. Nakakraka's going to get through here again. Still side by side they go. Oh, there's a little bit of a wheel touch. But Nakakraka's going to get through here. Scotland looking to get a piece of the action as well. Freddie now right up behind Cthulhu in the battle for the podium. Freddie's going to send it on the inside, and it's a lovely send from Freddie. Cthulhu looking for a switchback potentially here. Let's see, does he have the drive in the straight? Dobo leaves us away. Spared Fungus gets the fastest lap. Cthulhu now on the inside of Freddie. Freddie goes deep, big into turn one, but Cthulhu unable to get ahead. Scotland now. Oh, Scotland may have went very deep there.
There's a penalty as well.
I think that's just a time penalty for Scotland. But the DRS will now be enabled. Spared Fungus now on the back of Dobo.
Is he
Will
gonna
they
go
go
for
for
it?
the sand? Backs out of the move. Doesn't want to go for any reckless sands. Dobo keeps it ahead.
Oh,
Cthulhu picks up there first. Time penalty of the
Centric's on the
day.
outside. Oh, nice.
Oh, we've missed that. Well, at least I've missed that move. But Centrix round the outside of Cthulhu. Centrix starting P10, already up into P4. Similarly to Spared Fungus, who's had massive gains at the start of this race. I mean, 6 laps remaining in this sprint.
Oh no!
And Spared Fungus has got a time penalty, which is going to cost them dearly in the battle.
Chances.
In the battle for the lead. Meanwhile, Centric's right up behind Freddie, as is a very close battle between the top 4 here. Cthulhu dropping back slightly, but still in this battle. Meanwhile, Wed thrown and Nakakraka.
Oh, Freddie.
Keep going on. Freddie now around the outside of Spared Fungus. Risky place to go, but there's not a lot of space to make that move. Meanwhile, Spared Fungus now round the outside of Dobo.
Oh, and Freddie's up his inside.
Oh,
contact.
Inside bit of contact. Freddie now with DRS on Spared Fungus. Spared Fungus going to look to keep it ahead. Freddie going to switch to the inside. Sends it on the inside. Side by side they go. Spared Fungus is going to have the traction. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. Wheel to side pod, but Freddie might get through here, and Freddie does get through into P2. Oh, that's just decent again, I think. Meanwhile, Freddie now had one position there into turn 1, is going to have another position here at the end.
Centrix up the inside.
Centrix sends it on the inside of Spared Fungus. And
oh, Eric is off again. Driving backwards, so this could be a disqualification.
I think Eric's peeling it into the pits, I believe.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Centrix now really close up behind Dobo. And can Centrix get the move on the back of Dobo? And Eric has decided to call it a day in the sprint. But Eric, if you're listening, there still is the feature race to come, so there still is an opportunity to improve here. But there's not a lot we can do. Centrix now on the back of Dobo with the DRS, but Dobo does have DRS of Freddie ahead. You can see the rear lights flashing as Cthulhu now has gotten ahead of Spared Fungus, but this top 3 is very closely contested. Down the Camel Straight, there's still 4 laps remaining in this race, and can anyone find a way through for the win here. Will it be Freddy, Double or Centrix? We will see. In the lead remains Freddy, but Dobo still is the DRS, which is keeping Centrix at bay for now. But will Centrix find a way through? We will see. Centrix all over the back of Dobo.
Oof. Centrix,
Centrix
wins it.
Yeah, he's right up behind Dobo. It seems he's running more downforce because anytime when they're in the straight, Centrix just can't find a way through. He may go for it now on the inside here. Very risky place to go for the move. Oh, Centrix is gone! He's gone! He's gone! I don't believe it! Contact! It was a very risky place to go for the move, but Centrix now on the inside is gone here in the sprint. Wow. Unbelievable scenes here with 3 laps to go. Contact between Dobo and Freddy, and it was hard to see who was at fault there. It was just a risky place to go for the move. Contact between the wheels of both drivers, and Centrix spins into the wall. I'm sure the stewards will need to review that after the race, but unfortunate for Centrix, who had qualified P10 all the way up to P3 and going for the move for P2, loses out massively there. But Dobo still has an opportunity to get their first win, and it will be in the sprint if they do get it. Dobo following Freddy along. Freddy already has a win in Miami, I believe.
Yes, he does.
If my memory serves me correctly, and this will be a sprint win for Dobo or Freddy, but which of the 2 drivers can get it at this stage, we will see. Cthulhu now leading Spared Fungus away. Spared Fungus unable to get a position, but Dobo and Cthulhu, who've just joined us here, last round in Tier 2, already doing very well, both setting P2 and 3 at the moment. Dobo now trying to stay within the DRS of Freddy, but Freddy seems like he's got the better of Dobo here. And Freddy seems to be just outside the DRS, and Dobo doesn't seem to have an answer, doesn't have the DRS here. The only driver who does have DRS on the grid is Spared Fungus, up behind Cthulhu at the moment.
Not superstitious, but in the long, fruitful history of F1, no one can turn out hill.
Spared Fungus now on the penultimate lap will have DRS on Cthulhu, is deploying the battery down the straight and has DRS. Can they get past Cthulhu here on the inside? Going to send at the end of Kemmel Straight. They're side by side, they go. Contact between the Williams and the AlphaTauri, and they both keep it together, but very close battling here in the sprint. Spared Fungus now up behind Cthulhu.
Seems like Freddy is now checked out.
Yeah.
4 seconds ahead.
Freddy has a lead 1.2 ahead of Dobo as we're heading on to the final lap. Now Spared Fungus, the only driver within DRS range at the moment. There is a couple drivers here with penalties, so jumps could still happen. Naka Kraka could still find a way into the podium here if they can keep up the pace. Within Cthulhu, a Spared Fungus now touched the gravel and went wide and has lost major time now to Cthulhu. And Spared Fungus will still be within the DRS on this lap, just about has it, 9/10 behind.
Automatic has
Nutomatic unfortunately has another spin. I can't comment much because I may have binned it at in Belgium in Tier 1, so I can't really say. You can't really
Dobo's left.
Dobo's lagged out. Let's get him back in immediately if we can.
I don't have him added, so I'll see if I can try and get him though.
I have him added. Hopefully we can get him back in. Dobo currently sits P2, but could potentially lose out with that unfortunate lag out. I hope he doesn't, because he has had a masterful race here. Could be all unravelled.
Yes, the Thule has gained a lot on him, so I think he might lose P2 here, unfortunately.
Dobo's joined. He's back, but can he take his control of his car in time? This is going to be a dramatic ending. At the same time, oh, Cthulhu almost loses the rear. You do have to remember though, Cthulhu and Spirit Fungus both have pens as well.
Yeah, I think he might be alright.
Could offer Dobo some respite, and he could keep that P2. Naka Kraka though, within 1.7, so Naka Kraka could even jump into P3 here, we'll have to see. But does Dobo have control of that car? I think he might.
I think he has, yeah, I think he has now.
Yeah, he has control now. Spirit Fungus, can they get a move on Cthulhu? It seems too far back, but the man of the hour is Freddy. Freddy's going to cross the line and win the sprint here in Belgium, followed by Dobo, and they seem to be almost 3 wide. Cthulhu right up behind Spirit Fungus here as well. Naka Kraka jumps into P3. Wonderful for Naka Kraka. RAF's going to jump Wedge Throne into P6. Wedge Throne now P7, and Scotland is going to finish in P8. Pneumatic in P9. But a wonderful ending there. Naka Kraka getting their first podium in WHF, although it may be in the sprint, it still counts. And we've got a couple joiners
Hey,
here
brilliant then.
for hopefully for the race, if we can get them all in. We've got Ritzy, Odd and Billion joining for the feature, so hopefully we can get them all in.
So now we've got Ritzy and the other lads. If they can take control of their cars, that means we'll have Ritzy and Centrix, who are two probably the fastest people in Tier 2 at the moment, starting at the back, which will make for a bit of action.
So P6 was RAF. Getting the standings done as well while we wait here. And we'll double check the race director if we can. Godzilla's joined, so hopefully all the drivers who have joined can take control of the car, we will see. But Freddy, again with a masterful drive here. Oh. And who's got the fastest lap there? I think it's Centrix has the fastest lap.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Centrix. Centrix with the fastest lap, although has DNF'd. I don't even know if that'll count him. Does that count?
No, I don't think so. Oh, I can't tell
We'll
if
see.
the new drivers are in, if they've got cars.
Yeah, hopefully it lets them race. We will see here. But hopefully all the drivers who've just joined can get in, and we can have a grid of 14. But we'll have to wait and see. And I'm not sure if the safety car will, not even the safety car, it'll let drivers pick a car here.
Oh, I've seen a problem.
What?
Ritzy's in. Ritzy is in, like he's in the race, but Billion and Pod are not.
I can see there, I can see Ritzy's in the garage there.
So I think Ritzy might have just joined just in time. I think Cod and Billy might have missed out, unfortunately.
No one with the surname Hill has ever failed in winning a world title. For example, Graham Hill, Damon Hill, and Phil Hill have all
I don't even know how you can select a car because joining this late, I didn't really think it would let you. But the fact that Ritzy's got in tells us that
He joined
it
like
may,
30
but-
seconds earlier than well, like a minute or two earlier than the rest of the other two. So I just don't know if that was if he had time to select the car before they'd finished the race, so he kind of was able to.
Yeah, hopefully it does let them select a car, but
I don't
if
know.
they if they can't, it'll be very unfortunate.
Present since the very start of the sport, Ferrari takes the #1 spot for almost all constructor records in F1. It's a team with the most world championships won, most Grand Prix wins, most pole positions, and most race entries. For 2022, the FIA announced that the cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres
Well, it's looking like it's going to be dry and dry.
Oh, Centrix has said he's disconnect.
Oh shit.
Oh my word. Let me try and get him back in here. Nothing is ever easy in Tier 2, it seems.
They came close 5 times: 1978, 1980, 81, 85, 1997. Formula One is named as such because the participants agreed to a set of rules where the formula are the rules and the one referring to the fact that this is a top-tier motor race. That grandstand's here today with thousands in attendance.
So apparently it's not letting
Let's hope we see a good
Godzilla and Billy and Penguin pick a car. Yet Ritzy's been able to pick a car.
I don't know about how that works, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't understand.
new set of regulations that saw us enter the turbo hybrid era of F1 car development. The biggest change being the engines, which were changed from 2.4-litre V8 engines to 1.6-litre turbocharged V6 power units. Along with this came integrated complex digital
We'll see
ERS.
if we can get them in.
I'm not superstitious, but in the long and fruitful history of F1, no one
Apparently the game picked for Ritzy,
Oh,
and it's given him the Red Bull. Because of course.
that's lucky. Damn. Anyway, we are going
That
now.
is insane amount of luck, yep. The drivers have readied up and we're now getting ready as the 5 lights are on and they're out. Freddie's going to lead us away. Pneumatic's got a drive through early on,
That's unfortunate.
and that's going to be gotten for Pneumatic. Freddie's going to lead the drivers away. Dobo into P2 followed by Cthulhu, and there's cars all over the place here. But Ritzy now into P9 immediately after joining late here. And Billiant has left because unfortunately Billiant has not been able to select a car. I don't think Cod's been able to select a car either. But
Oh, they're 3 wide.
oh, they're 3 wide. Oh, there's contact.
Oh, RAF. Oh no.
There's nothing that could have been done there.
That
3
was
wide
unfortunate.
at the end of the camel straight just does not go. Pneumatic now sends it on the inside of Centrix. And Ritzy now looking on the inside of Centrix as well. Centrix has lost 2 positions there as Ritzy now looking away through on Pneumatic. Centrix sits P9, but Ritzy's gained massively here.
Oh, Richter's gonna. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, looking for a past Pneumatic, and Pneumatic's went very deep into the corner there. But it's held it together, and Pneumatic unable to get past his brother in the Haas of Nakacracker. Sends it, has contact with Ritzy, and Nakacracker keeps it ahead. I mean, Pneumatic keeps it ahead, but
Oh, Centric's
With
actually lost
contact
to
involved.
Scotland as well.
Centric's losing out. I wonder has it let Centric come back in again? I don't even know if he's. I think he's there. I can't even tell. Meanwhile, the front Freddy still leads us away.
He must have damage. Oh, he's going into the pits.
Centrix comes in early, and Codzilla unfortunately is left. Has been able to select a car, and we can't even explain how you're able to select a car in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's confusing.
Dobo now on the back of Freddy, down the main straight on lap 2 here. Dobo in the Alpine made their debut last week out and gets into the lead of the feature race here. Dobo and Cthulhu have been fine additions to Tier 2, both sitting in the podium positions now. Spared Fungus into P4, had a lightning start in the sprint, is looking for a way through. If they can get it, Ritzy now on the back of Pneumatic, looking for a way past the Haas.
Oh,
the Haas
Freddy!
has gone a little wide, which has allowed Ritzy through. Meanwhile, at the front, Freddy now right up behind.
Oh,
Dobo
Dobo
goes
wide.
off, and so does Cthulhu. Freddy though on the inside of Dobo. Is he going to send it? Risky place to go for their side by side.
Oh,
And
Dobo
Dobo's
goes
going
deep.
to concede the position there. Freddy gets through. Meanwhile, Cthulhu now on the back of Dobo, looking for him through. Pneumatic picks up a time penalty, and Ritzy now on the back of Naka Kraka, looking for way through. Can they get it? Ritzy unable to get past Naka Kraka. Just
got a
yet.
yellow
Flag out for Eric.
Oh, he's
Eric has had a spin.
sideways. Might actually cause a safety car. I don't know how long he stopped for. Oh no.
Meanwhile, Spared Fungus sends it on the inside. On the outside now of Cthulhu, unable to get through. As Wade Throne sets the fastest lap, Pneumatic is in, potentially for damage.
No, I think that's his
Ritzy now-
drive through.
Oh, the drive through. I completely forgot about that already. Ritzy now on the back of Naka Kraka. Is he able to get ahead? Not just yet, it seems. Ritzy will have DRS though. Meanwhile, Centrix down in P11, had that damage, is going to have to fight to get back up.
Ooh.
But all the drivers here are going to.
Naka.
It's on the back of Naka Kraka now. When the Haas loses the rear.
God,
But all the drivers here are going to score points. Oh, and Ritzy now round the outside of Naka Kraka. It's a beautiful move into P6 for Ritzy, joining late here in Tier 2, but will hopefully get some points on the board.
There's a 2.1 second gap to wet the run, but now the pace is on.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dobo now is falling out of the DRS, and Freddy needs to deploy that battery to make sure that Freddy doesn't escape like he did in the sprint. So Dobo has got to take advantage of the toe of Freddy, but so far currently is out of DRS. Meanwhile, Spared Fungus on the inside of Cthulhu here in the battle
close.
for P3. Side by side they go into the bus stop chicane, and both of these drivers have DRS. It's going to be a drag race down the main straight. Spared Fungus now on the inside, with the soft tires, is going to get the move. But Cthulhu now looking for a switchback,
Eric
looking
is
for
off
way
again.
back through. Eric, unfortunately, having another off. Oh, and Cthulhu right up behind Spared Fungus, looking for a way through. Had to actually lift off before they went down the straight there.
Oh, but the TRS.
And Cthulhu's going to surely blow past Spared Fungus. Wed thrown now, even you'll have a look at the back of Spared Fungus. Oh, almost broke too late there and went into the back of Spared Fungus. Meanwhile, at the front, Freddy's extended their lead as RAF has got past Scotland. But Freddy's extended their lead over Dobo, so Freddy now in prime position to get a win in the sprint and a win in the feature race here.
Kingston.
A yellow flag around, and that's for RAF. RAF was in the wall, missing the front wing completely. Hopefully RAF can pull that into the pits. Meanwhile, Wed thrown now on the back of Spirit Fungus. Spirit Fungus struggling to stay with Cthulhu ahead. Almost outside the DRS. Meanwhile, Wed thrown. Spirit Fungus seemed to have lost the rear a little, but just lost him time to Cthulhu. Wed thrown closing up at a rapid pace. Ritzy is going to join this battle shortly as well as Wed thrown switches to the inside. He's going to break early. Allow Spirit Fungus to have the position. Wed thrown now with DRS as Eric's gone round again. Unfortunate race so far for Eric. Been struggling here in Belgium as Pneumatic gets back past RAF as RAF has that broken front wing. Wed thrown now on the back of Spirit Fungus, but Spirit Fungus still has DRS off Cthulhu ahead. Cthulhu trying to get DRS off Dobo ahead, but it seems Freddy is checked out now, 2 seconds in the lead. And Wed's thrown now looking for a move on Spirit Fungus if they can get it. Gonna look to the inside, but not close enough, and Spirit Fungus breaking very late there, much later than Wed's thrown was able to. Meanwhile, Ritzy now looking for way through on Wed thrown if they can get it. Sends it round the outside for an audacious send from Ritzy. Can they keep it together? Wed thrown's gonna keep the position. A very audacious send there from Ritzy. Unable to get through. Ritzy's doing the esports slide through that corner. I don't even think that's still a thing in this game. It was a thing on, on previous games that was the line, but it's no longer the line. I'm pretty sure it's just grass immediately goes onto your tyres. But Ritzy now looking way past through on Wed thrown. If they can get Wed thrown, was all over the back of Spirit Fungus, but Wed thrown now has Ritzy in the Red Bull to think about. Ritzy gonna have the position here 1.5 behind. Well, I mean 0.15 behind. Ritzy, we go for a send here, we'll see. Sends it on the inside at the bus stop chicane. Oh, and loses the rear. And there's contact between him and Wed thrown. But Ritzy gets the position. Loses the rear under braking there.
Anyways,
contact
Cthulhu is actually
between
DRS of never mind.
Yeah, just outside the DRS. Meanwhile, Spirit Fungus now right up behind Cthulhu as they go up a rouge. Ooh, Spirit Fungus is very close behind, almost touching the rear of Cthulhu. Spirit Fungus is going to get ahead surely with the DRS and can potentially use the pace on those softs to catch up to Dobo ahead. We'll have a look at the tyres. Spirit Fungus, Pneumatic, both started on the soft. Centrix had to switch to the softs. Meanwhile, RAF on the hards and can potentially go to the end here at Belgium. Belgium doesn't seem to be a high deg circuit in comparison to others. But the rest of the drivers here on the mediums, Eric has pit onto mediums. Meanwhile, Ritzy though right up behind Cthulhu here, and it seems every driver who seems to be on the back of the driver head, whenever Ritzy comes into play, they start to lose time to the car ahead, trying to defend from Ritzy. But Ritzy here now so close behind Cthulhu. Cthulhu sits P4. He's going to switch to the inside, and he's going to send it again on the Williams of Cthulhu, and has the same contact that he did on the lap prior that he had with Red Throne. He has now with Cthulhu now right up behind Spirit Fungus. Spirit Fungus has been unable to get past. Oh! Is there some DRS chicken going on here, or I don't even know what's happening. Ritzy now looking on the back of Spirit Fungus. Oh, there's contact! Ritzy's gone! Ritzy's spun! He's ran into the rear of Spirit Fungus. Oh, it almost had an unsafe rejoin. I mean, he was still on the track, so it wouldn't have been an unsafe rejoin, but Naka Kraka Upper Rouge almost ran into Ritzy, who would have been a passenger in any incident there, but Cthulhu now has a time penalty as Ritzy ran into the back of Spared Fungus,
yellow.
it seems. Spared Fungus now struggling on these softs, and there's a yellow
it's
for
Eric, come
no
on.
one.
It's Eric. Don't
It's
worry.
Eric.
He's letting them through.
Oh.
Letting everyone through.
Eric, unfortunately. Oh, and it seems Spared Fungus has big damage here,
Oh no.
because he's been really struggling. Spared Fungus may have...
I think they're so softs though. Softs are not
Yeah.
really supposed to go this long in Belgium. They're pretty shite. I remember right from the race we did, Tier 1.
I think you could take them like 9 laps, and then put on the mediums.
Well, mediums go for about 10 laps at Belgium.
Yeah, but if you pit on lap 9, then they have to go 13, which I think is doable. I mean, the pace is not going to be as good, but I think they can go that distance.
We will have to see what he does, how he gets on. That's all I'll say.
But I'm wondering did Spared Fungus have any damage, like underfloor damage from that contact with Ritzy, because Ritzy did give him a rear end shunt.
It's very
up the
light,
Rouge.
very light contact. He just rear-ended it.
Yeah,
Went
it
around.
was light contact. Ritzy just had a much better run through a Rouge. That's all it came down to.
Eric is coming into the pits. Is this going to be him retiring from Belgium? Belgium Grand Prix?
Pneumatics also in for their stop.
Oh no.
When Wade thrown massive straight line speed, but unable to get past Spared Fungus still.
Yeah.
Eric is retired. Called it a day.
Unlucky, buddy.
Unlucky race for Eric. Just couldn't seem to piece it together. Meanwhile, RAF is going to overtake Pneumatic in the pit stops.
Ritzy's on the back of Naka Cracker.
Oh, and
Gets it done instantly.
Recovering from that earlier contact.
Esports line.
Cracker picks up a time penalty on the Esports line. Surely, like, he's gonna always go wide there because they just get immediate grass on the tyre. Meanwhile, Wade's thrown, looking on the back of Spared Fungus, and Spared Fungus has been struggling a lot the last 2 laps. Is nearly 3 seconds behind Cthulhu now, who he had been battling with the whole race. Meanwhile, Wade's thrown now looking for a way past. And will they go for a move on the inside?
Speed.
And they will.
Jesus.
And that's a clean early move. As we're heading now on to lap 9. Spared Fungus is going to come in off those softs. I wonder, almost clipped the inside wall. I wonder, is Ritzy, is Spared Fungus going to go on to hards or mediums here? Let's have a quick look. Forget the AlphaTauri garages all the way down here.
Always mediums.
Yep. Mediums it is to the end for Spared Fungus, which I think they will go, but the pace will definitely fall off at the end.
Yeah, I think
they're not going to
struggle at the end.
They're not going to puncture, but they will fall off. Meanwhile, Nakakraka with a straight line speed.
Oh my
Going
god.
to blow past Ritzy. Amazing straight line speed there.
I've seen the
Meanwhile,
thing.
Ritzy. What?
Ritzy is doing his trademark thing of not using a single bit of ERS as he goes back up the inside.
Yeah,
And he gets
I
it
seen
done
that
easy.
long ago. We all know Ritzy doesn't know the LB button.
Well,
He doesn't even have it on his controller. he doesn't have it on his controller / wheel. Just doesn't have it on. But Ritzy now back into P5. Nakakraka had great straight line speed down the Camel Straight, but Ritzy was able to get back past again. Nakakraka now sits P6, and he seemed to have a lull as Nakakraka is now falling to DNS. Freddy in the lead.
Dobo gets
One Dobo has picked up their first pen
How has he done that?
of the
It was on a
evening.
straight.
He probably went wide, you know, as you go on that little high speed left.
Oh, the launch one. Yeah,
can't-
frozen wide.
Yeah, you can go wide there. So I think that's all it was. Let's have a look at the tyres here. The top 5 yet to pit.
Nakakraka's hitting now.
Could be going into the hards.
It's his only other option, I think. I'm going to the other set of mediums.
Unless he tries softs, 12 laps in the softs, which would be
Ooh, that'd be a
big.
struggle. Yeah, he's on to
And
hards.
he has gone hards, yeah.
He's got a hard on.
Meanwhile, the top 6 yet to box. The drivers behind all have boxed.
Ooh. Scotland loses the rear end up over Rouge. That was sketchy.
I
Radio
hope we don't have a
Rouge.
recreation of
What?
what Ritzy was doing earlier.
Yeah, he idolizes him, clearly.
And out of the corner of my eye, I'm also seeing Ireland versus New Zealand, and it's 4 points in it, and they're in added time. So
Oh.
if Ireland get a try, they win.
I'm not going to ask who you're supporting. There's no point.
I'm supporting Japan. Anyway,
Fuck.
Ritzy now. Ritzy's now within the DRS of Wade thrown. It seems P2 to P4 all have time penalties now, which could play
I'm fine to
into-
Ritzy's hand, definitely.
into Ritzy's hand at the moment. Meanwhile, Centrix has exited onto the hard tyres right behind Pneumatic here.
Oh,
And
and
Centrix
gets an N2. Oh no.
Red Fungus picked up a time penalty. Centrix looking for a pass Pneumatic. Oh, and on the inside. Meanwhile, Ritzy's gotten ahead.
Oh, and Centric's around the outside, just outbreaks him. That's good.
Ritzy. Oh, well, Ritzy got ahead of P4 and 5 because of the pit stops.
Right, when the room goes on to a set of... I can't tell, hards. Alright, both going to hards.
Yep, both of those drivers going on the hard. Centrix now into P10. Past Pneumatic on the hard tyres. Centrix does still have a massive margin. There's been no safety cars here to save the drivers who, unfortunately, had earlier incidents.
Yes.
But
It's
Freddy's
unfortunate.
picked up a time penalty here.
Oh.
Freddy has picked up a time penalty, which could be key for the battle for the win. I think Freddy, Ritzy, and Dobo all might be going long to then.
Oh,
and
yellow?
Cthulhu's round.
Oh no.
Cthulhu is round.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. For his chances
Has
as
had
well.
a spin. Oh, and he's brushing the wall while he's turning round here. And I think. Oh, and Wed thrown now. Side by side with Naka Kraka.
Oh,
Down
it goes
the hill
off.
they go. Wed thrones went off. Oh,
Naka-
big
oh.
contact on the lead join. Naka Kraka.
Close.
Very, very close here. And Wed throne goes off again. Through two on, but Ritzy now 9 seconds behind Freddy.
He's
as Freddy
closing
picked up
that gap
time penalty.
rapidly. Scary.
Which, and Pneumatic's picked up a time penalty. There's still a lot could happen with these time penalties. Dobo's going to come in, and I wonder is Dobo going to try 10 laps in the softs here? We'll see.
It is.
As Dobo
I think it
comes
might
in.
be doable.
Oh, but
Oh,
Dobo's
he's
going
going
to
to
the hards.
hards. He's going safe. I think it's safe.
Gone safe onto the hards. Meanwhile, I think Ritzy and Freddy are gonna go for the softs. Ritzy is 9 seconds behind, but Freddy does have that time penalty, so there's really a 6-second gap here. And Spared Fungus now is gonna exit behind Dobo. Dobo still P3.
So I think if these guys are trying to go quite long and go onto the softs, it'll probably be like 14. I think they're probably trying to pit. Just for about 8 laps.
Yeah, it very well could be, but Ritzy might want to go early in order to try and undercut Freddy
We'll have
and
to
get
see.
the maximum pace out of the softs. Meanwhile, Spared Fungus now within the DRS of Dobo as Wed thrown in the DRS of Naka Kraka. Spared Fungus closing up, and Wedstone is even close side by side. He goes, what is this camera angle? And Wade Throne goes off into the gravel, battling with Naka Cracker. But Naka Cracker.
Oh, Red Sea is coming in. Alright, he's going for the
as I
undercut.
predicted, Red Sea's going to come in earlier than Freddy.
Oh. Red Sea
Oh,
hard.
that's
Oh, that's interesting.
Alright.
Because if Freddy now goes longer and puts on softs,
Yeah,
surely.
surely Freddy will have more pace.
Yeah.
Freddy's now 20 seconds in the lead, but is yet to box. I wonder if Freddy maybe left it a little too long, because maybe Dobo and Spared Fungus could be back ahead here. We will have to see.
I think pit lane time around here is about 14 or 15 seconds. Roughly. So
Meanwhile,
I think
Centrix
he might be safe.
Centrix and REF side by side as Wade's thrown in Naka Cracker. Wade's thrown gets through on Naka Cracker. And Centrix and REF up a rouge they go. And REF's going to have the DRS and Shirley blow back past Centrix. And it's going to be a clean move for REF with the DRS. Meanwhile, Wildthrone's fallen off the back of Ritzy, as Ritzy's on those fresher hards. But Naka Cracker and Wildthrone have been battling throughout. And REF picks up a time penalty as Centrix goes on the inside of the downhill right-hander, and there's contact. Centrix makes contact with the side pod of REF and concedes the position. Meanwhile,
Oh no,
Centrix
they're
now
going to be
on
up the inside.
with a switchback on the inside
Oh,
to put it on.
he backs out.
Centrix backs out, which is probably the smart move. Already had a crash
Freddy is
at a high-speed corner here.
continues another lap.
REF now on the outside, or Centrix on the outside of REF, as REF went wide. Centrix may get through here, and he does. REF gonna have to peel him behind as Centrix gets through. Oh, and side by side, Naka Cracker and Wedgethrone go into bus stop, and Wedgethrone's gonna keep it ahead.
It is worth to note that Bobo is Freddy
Yeah,
might have
Dobo
left it
is-
a little bit too late, but he's surely going to run to softs. And
Yeah, double.
oh,
And there's a yellow
Yellow.
flag, and that.
Oh,
Oh, it's
it's
for
for
REF.
REF.
REF spun
oh dear,
on the main straight.
he's lost his whole
And that
wing
is-
as well.
That is the worst place to
Yeah, he's now got to do a
lose.
full lap. Oh,
Got to do a full lap with no front wing. Very unfortunate for REF. Meanwhile, Spared Fungus still in the DRS of Dobo. REF
oh,
is
REF
retired,
Highland track.
and that might be his time in WHF, because I'm pretty sure that's a season ban with his 10 points. But unfortunate for REF.
Oh damn. Meanwhile, Red Sea is catching up to the battle for P2.
Yeah, Ritzy now, P4.
He's chugging along.
Will surely jump Spared Fungus and Dobo with their time penalties.
And Freddy is now into the pits. Alright, it's crunch
Freddy.
time.
Freddy's going to come in. The key is, though, if Ritzy exits,
Yep.
or
Freddy on the
where Freddy,
softs.
it is going to be key where Freddy exits, because if Ritzy
Oh, it's going to be
close
close
enough, then
actually.
it could add an element here as
Which
Ritzy
sets
sets the
fast.
fastest lap. Freddy's going to be on the inside here. We're going to keep an eye on him.
Oh,
Freddy's
he's
going to exit
fast.
behind Dobo, but he is ahead of Spared Fungus, so Freddy still is in a good position here. But you got to remember, Freddy has that time penalty.
Spared Fungus is actually got DRS on Freddy now.
Yeah, but Freddy will surely have the pace on those fresh softs. We do need to keep an eye on Ritzy, who could win this, as Ritzy has no penalties. But Wedgethrone now on the outside of Camel Straight is going to get ahead of Naka Cracker with a lovely move around the outside.
Contact,
Naka
that's...
Cracker into the back of Wedgethrone. It seemed Wedgethrone just seemed to lose the traction mid-corner there, and Naka Cracker had really nowhere to go. But Freddy now
He's
right up behind
so
Dobo.
much.
in the battle for the lead here. Freddy's going to look way through as he sees the rear light flashing of Double. Sands around the outside. It's an audacious Sand on these fresh softs. They're still side by side.
Oh, he gets it.
Trying to keep it.
Oh, Ritzy!
Double's going to have to concede. And Ritzy's now got through on Spared Fungus out of nowhere.
I didn't even see that happening. Damn.
Oh, and Spared Fungus in the rear.
God.
But somehow held it together. What a save from Spared Fungus. And welcome to the chat, Despicable Nelly. Spared Fungus now going to get back through on Ritzy. As Ritzy sends it on the inside, just breaks way later.
Ritzy does not need
fresher
this.
tires.
He just needs to be focusing on cars ahead, not battling.
Right. He does not need the battling of the cars ahead. And Freddy is now outside the DRS of Double, as Double struggling for traction.
He's also got barely no left to play with. Oh, Freddy's got near 60%.
Double can also hear the Jaws theme music play as Ritzy behind on fresher hards is going to close up to him. Spared Fungus now outside the DRS of Ritzy head as Centrix now gets into P8. Scotland breaks way too late there and loses out a second to Centrix. The Centrix now P8, but still has time to gain. Scotland Pneumatic, the only drivers here with 6 seconds of time penalties. Meanwhile, the other drivers you see on the grid with penalties all have 3 seconds. Ritzy now within the DRS of Dobo. When Ritzy goes wide, somehow yet to have a penalty here. If Ritzy were to get a time penalty, it would really add another interesting dynamic to this race. But seems Dobo lost the rear slightly there, which is going to allow Ritzy to close up even more. 3/10 back now. We see Freddy come into frame as Freddy's 3 seconds in the lead of Dobo, but will Ritzy find a way past Dobo?
He's going to bide his time and go for the DRS.
Yeah, going to look for the move with the DRS. So far, this is the only driver on the grid with DRS is Ritzy. And he's going to look on the outside of Dobo.
Oh, over brakes early.
Much later than Dobo. And Dobo's going to lose out to Ritzy there.
Now he'll have the DRS.
Yeah, so he is going to have the DRS down Kemmel Straight. So can Dobo get the position back? Oh, and Dobo almost lost the rear there, but I think that may be just some desync. But Dobo's going to surely get back past with the DRS. These camera angles are ridiculous, but you see,
Ritzy, use your ERS. God damn.
I feel like in his head he wants to win without using it. Oh, and Ritzy goes off, gets the time penalty. Looking for the switchback on Dobo, who's going to send it on the...
Well, that's all equal then. Maybe Centrix is in the driving seat to win this race.
Yeah, Centrix, if he can just get in within 3 seconds of everyone...
yeah, he's going to win.
But he's still got a 7-second margin to Cthulhu ahead. Meanwhile, Ritzy
the race is on now.
Ritzy now has 3.6 to get caught up to Freddy, but Freddy is on the soft, fresher tires, so it's going to be audacious for Ritzy if he can actually make this up. But Ritzy has been rapid all season. We will see. Can they make up the gap? But we seem to have hit another lull in the race. Dobo now outside of the DRS from Ritzy. Nakakraka outside of the DRS from Wedthrone. These two had been battling throughout the race. But meanwhile, Centrix, as we had mentioned him, he's now caught a second to Cthulhu. But all the drivers inside the top 7, I believe, have 3 seconds of time penalties. So we'll see, can Centrix use any of that pace? There's been no safety car here to help the drivers who had early errors. But despite that early error from Ritzy, Ritzy's now up into P2.
A 4.1 behind.
Yeah, 4.2 behind.
It's gonna be tough for him to gain this. I think it might be over. Unless Freddie gets another penalty, then Ritzy will actually still need to be within 3 seconds. So.
And also, if Ritzy presses the LB button, could play a factor here, but Scotland now gonna exit onto fresh softs. We'll see, can Scotland get the fastest lap here? I wonder,
Come on,
is it
Scotland.
It does actually let us look at the fastest lap mid-race. Ritzy currently has it with a 1:45.1. Only a tenth quicker than, well, not actually a tenth, but a couple of hundredths quicker than Freddie. On Freddie's attempt for the fastest lap. So we'll see.
Ritzy has actually gained a bit. In about 4 tenths.
Ritzy.
I gained.
No, he has gained.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's 3.9 behind Dobo now, 3 seconds behind Ritzy. And Dobo, who joined us last week, is on par to have their first podium in WHF. So big shout outs to Dobo.
Don't jinx him. Is he? Oh, he's got 1 warning left. Ferguson. Oh.
Although he still does have a margin over Spirit Fungus, who had went early on the mediums and is seeming to be struggling now, as we mentioned. But he does have a 7-second gap to Wade Throne, who's pulling the gap on Naka Kraka behind. But as we mentioned Centrix earlier, Centrix now 4 seconds behind Cthulhu. So Centrix could make some progress here. Centrix almost within inside that 3-second margin that he needs to Cthulhu to get that P7. Meanwhile, Ritzy is 3.7 behind, 3.6 on Freddie. Will Ritzy press the LB button? We will find out. As we've 4 laps remaining currently.
Behind. He's gaining.
Yeah, 3 behind, but he's still... Yeah, he does seem to be losing on the straight and gaining in the corners.
And yeah, it's gaining these tenths. That middle sector. He's definitely there. Yeah. Yeah, and Freddie is pulling away from him by a little bit on the straight, so Ritzy is
seems to be the story of the race. But Ritzy now 3.2 behind.
No, Centrix. He's 7. Still a little penalty.
Yeah.
It's a consistent.
Centrix has been the only driver to keep it clean throughout this race, and Centrix within the 3-second margin that they need to.
Oh,
Cthulhu has been constantly gaining, and I think Cthulhu has, Cthulhu has recognised that Centrix now has that position. So Cthulhu wants extra points. The fastest lap may be the only way to get extra points now. Centrix now has 7 seconds to get caught up to Naka Kraka ahead. With 3 laps to go, it may be
actually
audacious.
Naka Kraka is in 1.5 behind, so we might have a battle here at the end.
Yeah, Naka Kraka 1.5 behind Wedgedong with the slightly fresher tyres. But
Ritzy, 3 seconds now the gap. He is slowly cutting that gap down, but
Freddie,
I think it's too late, unfortunately, for Ritzy.
Freddie just needs to keep it clean, because
another pen.
Freddie picks up a
screw him.
Yeah, Freddie picks up another time penalty. It could be game over.
Oh, saying that, I just looked at his race director. I was going to say nothing. Saying nothing.
Meanwhile, Ritzy now 2.8 behind Freddie. Naka Kraka.
Press the LB? No, he has not.
Maybe
he is just that good.
Lap, I don't know.
Yeah, if he deploys all of it on the final lap and just manages to somehow win, I swear to God, I'll cut my hair off.
Yellow. There's a yellow flag out for Naka Kraka. Naka Kraka had P6 in the bag.
Yeah.
And on the third last lap here, and Naka Kraka's missing the left end plate on that front wing. Oh, and he's gone very wide.
Oh, Ritz using ARS. Yay!
There's a yellow flag out for Scotland, but I don't even think Scotland did anything wrong there. Nakakraka is going to come in, which may have been an error because I think it could have kept it ahead of the drivers behind, so he's only going to lose positions here.
Sorry, but Ritzy.
Meanwhile,
now he's using ESRS, he's just gained nearly a second. Oh my god.
oh no.
Oh, Freddie. Oh, that was close to track limits. If he gets another
Freddie.
pet now, this is over.
And Nakakraka has a new front wing and is in the P9. But Ritzy now looking for way through. And on the penultimate lap, he's 1.4 behind. Freddie's got to deploy the battery to keep it ahead.
He is pushing now.
Well,
Jesus.
Ritzy's deploying the battery as well. 1.2 behind, 1.1.
Oh
Oh
god.
my lord, that delta's it's coming down, it's coming down.
Freddie's, I think he's
And
just going to save his
inside the
DRS. But the DRS rate, I think.
Oh my word, Ritzy is caught so rapidly here. Despite Freddie being on the better tyres, Ritzy still have an unbelievable pace here, but it is Ritzy.
Yeah, he's in the DRS
Gonna have
now,
the DRS.
here we go.
He does have the DRS, he
Sets
sets the
fastest
fastest
lap.
lap.
Oh
A
god.
tenth quicker than his previous time. Freddie
Oh,
now
he's right up the back of the Jesus.
as pneumatics picked up a time penalty. Freddie now has got to burn the battery, surely.
Freddie, use it. Use it all.
Use
Run
the
away.
battery. Weave or something, I don't know. Ritzy now with the DRS, and the DRS deployed on the outside. On the final lap here down
goes
the Kevin
through.
Street. Ritzy's going to get it. Ritzy into the lead on the final lap. And Freddie had no answer on the final lap there.
Wow.
And actually has lost some time exiting there as he had to counter steer to make sure he didn't pick up another time penalty there. But Ritzy with a monster comeback will surely win in Belgium.
I don't even know, man. What the fuck? Jesus.
Oh my word.
He's now a second
And-
clear. Freddie's tyres just dead now. I mean, he lost so much time in that last.
But at this point he may as well go for broke because he's not going to lose out to Dobo, who he's 12 seconds up the road from. But at the same time I think Ritzy is just that quick.
Yeah.
There is that.
Even with his ERS. Oh my god. Well,
But,
this has been a race, definitely.
yep, this has been a race. Ritzy with a monster comeback after spinning up a rouge is now going to see the checkered flag and come across the line and win in Belgium with the fastest lap. Freddie's going to peel him behind in P2. Spared Fungus picks up a late penalty.
I mean,
but I don't
ooh.
think.
No, that's not going to change
it'll-
anything.
And Dobo gets his first podium with WHF.
Nice.
Lovely race for Dobo.
Alright, will Sped Fungus lose out?
Spared Fungus
No,
gets
he is okay.
P4, Wedge Throne gets P5, Centrix is going to get.
Can Cthulhu, whatever his name is, get fastest lap though? On the softs.
Yeah, let's see here.
He's
I don't
DRS.
believe so. He's only a
No.
tenth. Well, he was actually pretty close. He was only 4/10 off, let's see, which. is
Can
close.
Scotland do it?
Let's see, can Scotland do it?
Oh, he cuts the final chicane massively. Oh dear.
Maybe that might give him some extra speed.
Okay. And it's going to be a
Scotland.
Haas. Oh,
Crosses
Oh,
the
no.
line.
Nakakraka gets him.
Nakakraka jumps Scotland. I'm guessing Scotland may have lost with that penalty he had, potentially. They come across the line.
and Newtomatic comes over the line. P10. And it's that.
That is it for Tier 2. Ritzy is your driver of the day and your winner.
God, I don't know, man. He doesn't use a single bit of ERS until the last 2 laps. And just... Oh, that was crazy. Still, Freddie picks up second place, so first and the second is pretty
Now
good still.
Ritzy Now Ritzy is floating, which is kind of what he was doing on track as well.
Yes,
But an amazing race for Ritzy here, winning in Tier 2. And we'll see what that does to the standings. Let's have a look at the standings really quick. Freddie wins the sprint, finishes P2 in the feature race, but Ritzy's going to win out. And Ritzy now is joint championship leader with Godzilla after that result. Actually, I hadn't even added Ritzy's fastest lap. So Ritzy now is championship leader.
By 2 points.
He has a 2-point lead over Godzilla, who unfortunately, for whatever reason, wasn't allowed to join us. Because game bad. Because Godzilla joined late the same time Ritzy did, but you know, it just didn't let him race. It was the same story with Billion as well. Billion unable to race, but Ritzy has taken full advantage and has won and got the fastest lap here in Tier 2 in Belgium. Thank you all for watching, everyone in the chat. We're now on a double break week. Yes,
we are.
For Tier 2, but
USA and
we will be back. Yeah, for the USA and the Mexico GP, but we will be back tomorrow for Tier 1. But we're now going to find someone to raid on our way out. If we can find someone. Let's see here. But you'll be joined by AJ and potentially GB. I'm not sure if GB's working or not tomorrow. But they'll be back tomorrow for Tier 2 in Miami. And there'll be another sprint tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But I've been Arrow, and you've been joined by me and Ollie.
Yes.
And that was round 13, and Ritzy was your winner. And thank you all for watching. We're going to raid Logan Reed on our way out, and drop him a follow as well on your way there. But thank you all for watching, and goodbye.